pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff, pass, pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff, pass, pushing the foot on the gas,
the main event.
Puff, puff, pass.
Let's talk about this video I saw on Twitter that shows that this divorce attorney, he talks about marriage. Now, as we can see lately today, marriage has been plummeting. A lot of people are getting divorced nowadays, and nobody's getting married anymore. So this divorce attorney kind of breaks it down a little bit. And it's actually part one. Now, I think they have like a whole hour video. Maybe I might do a breakdown on my own with that, but we're just going to play this little snippet. We're going to play a little snippet right now.
If you break it down fundamentally, 56% of marriages end in divorce. Like, think about, that's the ones that end in divorce. So how many people, what percentage stay together for the kids?
Now that's crazy, that 51%, more than half of people get divorced. So fundamentally, that makes it a terrible choice to do. If it's a 51% chance that you might get divorced, what is the reason of getting married in the first place? And divorce doesn't hurt women at all. Women win in divorce. They get alimony payments. They get child support. They get to control you for essentially the rest of your life. So why would men decide to commit to a woman who is most likely going to divorce them? And no, it doesn't matter if the dude is high value. It doesn't matter if he makes 6 figures, if he's 6 feet, if he's sexually attractive. These women still leave. They don't never stay in the relationship. You could pay all the bills. You could pay all the bills, right? She could be a housewife that only works when she wants to, and she will still divorce you, saying she's not happy.
Or because they don't want to give away half their shit. Another 10%, that's conservative.
Conservative.
But let's say 20% then, okay?
That's at least right.
You now have a technology that fails 76% of the time. That's insane.
Now imagine if we put this in terms of firearms. If they said that you could get a gun and there's a 51% chance of it messing up, which is more than just half of the time, or what's it called, jamming? If it's 51% of it jamming, would you depend on that gun to protect you for self-defense? I wouldn't think so. But yet men decide to get into marriages when we get all the statistics, we get all the statistics, and I'm pretty sure they're giving them conservative numbers. 80% of those marriages get 80% of those marriages get filed by women. They're the ones that initiate divorce. And I'm actually getting a new I've got information, a new statistic from another divorce lawyer that actually my friend is going through, that I think about 30% of those women that initiate divorce are housewives. So it doesn't matter if she's a housewife and you pay all the bills. If you're not making her happy, she's going to divorce you. And that's relative. She may never be happy.
That's insane. That's more likely than not. 76%. If I tell you there's a 76% chance when you walk out the door today, you're going to get hit in the head with a bowling ball, you would not go out, or you'd wear a helmet for sure. But people just continue to get married. Not only do they continue to get married, there's a presumption that you should get married. And if you don't get married, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly. And that's what they tell men. They tell women that as well. But with women, it's shown that they are not able to handle life on their own. We have plenty of videos where women are struggling mentally. We also have women struggling financially because they can't pay all the bills. They're not able to do what they want. They become single mothers and have to take care of the child. They don't have no husband protecting them. They have no protection. So whenever they go out, nobody's something can happen to them. But with men, they get told if they're not married, there's something wrong with them. They're losers. They're incels. You hate women, misogyny, all that type of stuff. When really there's no benefit to a man to get married. The man is losing. He has to make he has to initiate the conversation. He has to attract her. He has to keep her attractive for the rest of their lives. For the rest of their lives, he got to keep her attracted. He got to pay all the bills. He got to pay for the children. He got to make sure his wife's happy, the child's happy. Nobody cares about the man. The man's sitting here depressed, damn near about to kill himself. But we got to make sure the wife happy before happy wife, happy life.
So if you've got a girlfriend and you've been with her for 5 years, and you say to someone, "We're getting married," they go, "Oh, that's great." They don't go, "Why? You're happy. Why would you get married? Like everything's going fine. Why would you put yourself through that? Why would you run that risk?" If you say to someone, "We've been together 5 years and we've decided we're not going to get married. We're going to move in together, but we're not going to get married." Ooh, what's wrong? You have intimacy issues? What's your problem? Meanwhile,
and you know what's crazy? Whenever you be in a relationship, you can be in a relationship for 10 years. Y'all can still have a strong relationship. Once y'all get married, it's over. I met a girl once who was a Lyft driver. She was talking to me about getting divorced. She was with her husband or her ex-husband now for 10 years. She married him, I think, for 3, and then now she's divorcing him. And it seems like whenever we get married, it always just messes up the relationship because now responsibility takes place. And women don't like responsibility. They don't like responsibility. So they'd rather leave and break the home instead of getting married to you.
Well, 56% end in divorce. It's literally fits the legal definition of negligence. It's a negligent behavior. The way you define negligence in law school is when what you lose by not doing something, okay, is lower than the risk of harm. It's what's called a BPL analysis.
That's crazy. So it's literally negligent behavior. So literally negligent behavior if you get married. Literally. Like this is the definition term right now. Shout out to Zone and shout out to CeeLo Myers. Shout out to y'all for stopping through. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is hilarious. It's literally, so if you decide to get married today, you are literally being negligent. Literally. By definition, you're being negligent.
So the burden of not doing a thing is lower than the likelihood, the probability of harm. So BPL, so burden, probability, and loss.
That's an interesting take on that. So me being MGTOW is a lot better than me getting married. Even if I find me a wholesome woman, which I like to promote, if you find yourself a wholesome woman, go ahead and take that leap if she really about that. But it still be negligent for me to not think that she might not divorce me in the next 5 to 10 years, especially if we have children. So I'm winning more not being married than I am getting married.
Marriage is an inherently negligent activity. It's like owning a lion. Like the likelihood of someone getting hurt seriously by this is very, very high. No one ever says it to you because why? Because, and I would say something. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I still get misty-eyed at weddings. Like I still really, there's something in me that goes like, maybe it'll work out for these two.
Damn, trying to trick each other into thinking that marriage is going to work. It's never going to work, fellas. It's never going to work. We have statistics that break it down. Now, am I saying you might never find a wife? Maybe. You might find a wife, but I doubt it. What does the Bible say? When you finding a wife is a good thing, most of these modern women are not marriageable at all. They're not. They're not virgins. They're single mothers. They have attitude problems. They think they're smarter than you. And because they decide to work and make money now, they think they override you in power. They think because they have money, because money is power, They think because they have more money than you, they override you in power, even though you are still better than her in other things. Women want to be independent, but then when independent comes, they can't handle it. When you allow her to goddamn, when you allow her to pay all the bills, all of a sudden, you ain't no man. If you a house husband, you're not no man. You're not a real man.